My name is Dörte Schmieta. I was born in Germany and I moved to the United States 23 years ago. And we have lived in this house for 19 years, and it's my very first own garden where I could start to try planting things and put my vision into fruition. Over here, this spot along my driveway, I have had a hydrangea Annabelle for many years, and in the last year or two it stopped blooming for me as profusely as I used to have it blooming for me. So I divided the hydrangea that was there extensively, and I started spreading it all the way along the driveway. And I did that not only because I love this hydrangea. I had seen a driveway completely planted along in Penny McHenry's garden when she was still alive, and she was the founder of the American Hydrangea Society. So this is supposed to become my little homage to her. And when I divided all these hydrangeas, I used half a soil cubed bag for just this little spot alone. And what I did, so the hydrangeas would not be stressed so much, I cut them all way back and only left little tiny stubs sticking out of the ground. And I mulched on top. I didn't add anything else except the soil cubed, and look at them now. They are the envy of the whole entire neighborhood. This spot that you see over here, I planted new hydrangeas last year in the springtime. And when I started digging, I realized that the soil here was especially bad. So what I did, I amended this whole area. I even removed some of the clay soil and used it somewhere else in my garden, so I could really use large amounts of the soil cubed in here. And that's why all these hydrangeas are blooming pink this year, because of all the soil amendments and the wonderful compost that they have received. All of the hydrangeas that you see in here are reblooming hydrangeas. Which means they will bloom several times a year if they have enough water and you take good care of them, and if you deadhead the spent flowers frequently. The one you see over here, the very first one, is named after Penny McHenry, the founder of the Hydrangea Society. I killed a many plant before I realized that this soil here in Georgia is very, very different from our black gold that we have in Germany. And Georgia clay needs to be amended a lot. You need to feed your soil and not your plants before you start planting. And this is when, through my Master Gardener group, I found out about soil cubed and started using it in my garden extensively. I've used about 9 bags in the last year alone, especially this year where I have so much more time to plant. I use it a lot in the soil before I plant. I top dress the plants that are already there. I use a technique called aeration around my roses and very established shrubs and perennials, where I take a fork and dig it deep into the soil and aerate around the roots. And then I put the soil cubed on top of it, and the water of the rain will wash it into the root space and feed the plants over long periods of time. And then I just mulch on top of it so it doesn't leach out. And you can see how all my flowers are growing and thriving and are much bigger than ever before.